Feedback, but let's take a look at the first myth. And I hear this all the time from my students, and that is that singing is really difficult. It's something totally outside the norm. And if I am to be a great singer, I have to do something weird and interesting and different with this instrument of mine. When in truth, you have the perfect musical instrument, and always have. We are born into it. So then people say, well, Sally, then why do I sound like this? Well, it's because you developed bad habits over a lifetime. And our job as singing teachers, as we know, is to dispel those habits, to get rid of those habits and replace them with healthy, natural habits. But in that process of someone thinking that they have to do something weird and different and other than, what happens is you begin to use your body in a way that isn't natural. And it's kind of like when I look at this keyboard, I can see that those keys look kind of like my fingers, and yeah, I could use my fingers to play this, but it's not going to be good enough if I just use it normally. So what I think I will do then is I'll play it with my nose and my elbows. And it just doesn't work really well. This is what happens with singers who have that idea that singing is difficult. I have to do something other than what is natural with this body to make a great sound. Breathing. There are so many myths around breathing that you have to take in this enormous inhale to sing a phrase this long. Right? Okay. We are going to dispel that myth with the simple truth that all we really need is a very simple but precise opening inhale. And that's it. That's my inhale. Did you see it? That's it. That's all I do. It's very precise, but it's simple, and it opens this instrument. And the purpose of that is so that then this brilliant instrument will take over and do what it knows how to do so much better than my mind to produce the sound, to produce a great sound, because it means that I am out of the way when I have done that simple opening inhale. Now this is something that a lot of us just don't trust. No, we just don't trust that a simple inhale is going to do it, and that the body will take over. Let's do a little experiment with everybody, okay? That's audience participation. Okay, good. Sit with your feet flat on the floor. Nice and straight, like all good singers should be. And we're going to do my simple opening inhale, which begins with releasing the root of your tongue. And as you do that, it's going to drop your jaw, open your resonators, really let it go, very good. And then feel as though you are opening this instrument all the way to where you're sitting. Now, we're going to get that simple opening inhale, and then do a little bit of a V, like this. And what I want you to notice is what muscles are working. Do not work those abs. Let them do their own thing. This is the hard part. Let them do their own thing. Release the root of the tongue, open all the way to where you're sitting, and do a V. Yeah. That was good. And you feel muscle working, correct? Now, this time we're going to do a bumblebee. Go ahead. body is smarter than your mind. Let's do an M this time. Release the root of the tongue, open to your bottom. Different muscles again, right? And in training this over a period of time, it makes it so easy, not difficult, but so easy for us to sing.
I'm going to use the words shopping trip. I hate to shop. And the worst thing is going to the grocery store. So if I'm going on a shopping trip to go to the grocery store, it might be a shopping trip. Shopping trip. Shopping trip. Now I do like my clothing. So if I'm going way up Broadway somewhere, I might be going on a shopping trip. Shopping trip. Shopping trip. And there are those of us who are partial to Soho also. And so if I go to Soho, it might be a shopping trip. Shopping trip. And to Paris with someone else's credit card, that would be a shopping trip. A shopping trip. All of those are shopping trips. But I feel differently about each one. So my expression takes me to a different pitch.
I've got cooks and bottle washers, a load of cooks and bottle washers for me.
A belt quality is simply a more spoken quality.
Yes.
Alrighty? Now, when you speak in normal conversation, do you say it like this?
I guess it depends who I'm talking to.
Oh, okay. Well, that's valid. That's valid. All right. So, in using a more speech-like quality, you're going to a very forceful place.
Okay.
Instead of just using the speech. Instead, let's spit the consonants.
Okay.
Really, well, you don't mind, do you?
I'm far away.
She's gonna spit the consonants all over you. So we have hey, hey,
Hey,
hey porter,
hey, porter,
and not porter.
porter.
Yes, that's exactly it.
Well, I want to be wanted, need to be needed, and I like meeting more. When somebody somewhere wants me and needs me. Very wonderful to
Beautiful. All right.
Yes.
Gorgeous voice, beautiful song. Now let's take it and define it a little better. Beautiful legato lines, but how do we define how you feel about this song and what you're actually saying? Because you were into doing the song, into the
Yeah.
glory of the music. Fabulous. What are you saying?
Well, I want to be wanted, need to be needed, and I admit I'm all alone. Somebody somewhere wants me and needs me. Wants only me to smile and say hello. Somebody somewhere that's very wonderful to know.
God, such a loser, sorry.
No. This is why we avoid it. That's why we avoid these very deep emotional places, is because then we cry. But yeah, I know, it was absolutely fabulous.